Hello everybody and welcome to the iFunny Truxxin series, Truxxin 2.0, here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Last time Truxxin was here, we had probably the worst wreck in Truxxin history in these 32 races. Patrick Burney on the pole, NASCAR and fast cars to the outside of him, Tony S14 on the inside of row 2, Race Nation to the outside of him. We're green flag racing here at Las Vegas. Dan Weldon is not here this season, so we might not see a catch fence crash as horrific as last season's. But it looks like that bottom lane, as with most of the tracks we go to, is prevailing. Patrick Burney gets a good shove from Tony S14, and now Tony S14 getting a great shove from the 44 and the 8. Mason Martinkus 44 looking down low, looking to make it 3 wide with that 8 and 27 trucks. 8 of Mason Martinkus, 27 of Patrick Burney. Tony S14 out front, blocking 3 lanes of traffic now. Is 3 wide for the 2 lanes. Oh, Lord Tony Face almost gets up into the field and almost causes a big wreck, but he ends up drifting way back, causing a big gap between about 5th and 6th place. Now here on lap 14, we see the 19 of Gene Hopkins, Luke Burns, and the 3 of Justin Bayou battling for the lead, but Gray Wilson gets into the 19 a little. 19 turns the 70, and calamity. Seems to be the theme with mile-and-a-half tracks that we go to. There's a big wreck on the front stretch coming to the start-finish line off of turn 4. There's Matt Parsons. I think he avoided the wreck. There you see the 19 got into the 70, and then the 70 just goes tumbling wildly. Never fully turns over, but definitely went for a wild ride. Look at the 81 of Centurion here. He gets turned into the 27, into the wall, comes spinning down and gets clobbered by the 09 of Tony S14. The 70 is up in the air, all 4 wheels off the ground. It's right on board with him. Ooh, he almost took out the 3, our leader, of Justin Bayou. But with that 07 right to the left of him, that kind of helped out the 3 there. Take a look at it from this angle. See the 19 gets into him a little bit. Right there he would have hit the 3 if the 19 had laid off in the 07. Hadn't been there, and that would have been a horrendous crash for the 3 because he would have went in nose first, scrubbed off little to no speed. Gets all the way on his driver's side is the 70 of Luke Burns. He ends up back on all 4s. He continues racing. Now on board with the 09, Tony S14, our leader, earlier. Right behind that 63, I believe, of Random Shy. He avoids the 70, the 81 comes down and just gets into him. Nowhere for him to go. Matt Parsons right in front of him during that. He made it through. Lap 18 restart. Our leader, Justin Bayou, who's very lucky to not be out of this race. The NASCAR faces, Gray Wilson, Michael King, and Pat Summitt make up your top 5. The NASCAR faces rolls down to the bottom. Once again, as we see here on the restart, is the prevailing lane. Michael King now giving the 10 a shove, making him go up to that high lane, giving him the preferred line into turn 3. 41 of Pat Summitt pushing him. Florida Keys 88, NASCAR and fast cars, Terry Labonte back in that bottom lane. There's the rest of the field. The 70 and the 03 are both in there. And here on lap 21 we see trouble for the lead pack. The 98 of Dick Trickle gets turned down onto the apron up into the 24. Now he would be fine right here. Some cars come by, hit him, and then the 8 of Mason Martinkus absolutely clobbers him, ending Dick Trickle's day. Went to the apron and just didn't go low enough, and then he gets nosed in here by the 19 into the driver's side door of the 03 of Matt Parsons, ending Matt Parsons' day. Looks like Gene Hopkins could have gone back up onto the track. Not sure if he lost steering there, but he just ran into the back of the 8. Take a look at the 24 of NASCAR and Fast Cars here. Gets hammered by the 52. And there you see the damage, the contact with the 63 and the 03. Here's the 03. Wreck's already happening in front of them. 63 gets up into him. If the 63 had not hit the 52, the 03 would have gone in completely perfect. Matt Parsons would be fine. But then Mason Martinkus and Gene Hopkins both come in and end his day. And that sets us up for a green-white checkered finish here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Gray Wilson out front. Terry Labonte right behind him. Pat Summitt in the bottom lane. Racing Asian up there in the top lane. Racing Asian falling back as Gray Wilson and Terry Labonte are both battling for the lead here. Terry Labonte has the bottom lane, the preferred lane, going into turn 3. Legit Racer 9 right behind him, followed by the 05 of Florida Keys 88. 13 of Terry Labonte holding tough there. He goes up high, giving the lane to Legit Racer 9 as we have 1 lap to go here. Florida Keys 88 looking to make some magic here now on the bottom with that 9 of Legit Racer 9. Coming up off of turn 2, Legit Racer 9 rolls up in front of the 13. Don't know why he does that. He knows that bottom lane is the prevailing lane, but that gives the prevailing lane to the 05 of Florida Keys 88. Now Florida Keys 88 has this win in the bag if he can hold off that 10 of the NASCAR Faces. Who's going to get there at the line? Florida Keys 88 edges out the win on the NASCAR Faces. Take a closer look at it there. .05 slid up coming off of turn 4. Not sure if he got loose or if that was his plan to make it a side-by-side finish. But that is how close it was. Definitely one of the closest finishes in Truxxin history. So with that win, the Florida Keys 88 now has 2 wins, the most wins of any driver so far this season. The NASCAR Faces comes up short in second. He has a win. All of the top 5 have wins, including that 7th place truck of Gray Wilson. Here we move on to the points. Now Florida Keys 88 takes the primary position with his 2 wins. Grant Peterson back there in 9th. Matt Parson, with his unfortunate day today, falls back down to 11th place. Dick Trickle coming back up into contention. He just needs a win. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, have a great day.